Good morning, you lovely souls. Welcome back to yet another episode of Talking TVL. I'm your digital host, Breona Winn, and if you don't know what this is our pre-show to the lifestyle show, Tennessee Valley Living, which airs every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Happy Monday. We are officially halfway through the year, which is crazy to think about. But also, it is the first day of concerts in the park here in Huntsville, the nice kickoff. And in case you missed last week's episode of Tennessee Valley Living, we had Patrice Johnson with Arts of Huntsville on the show to give us a rundown of what to expect this year. And I have the full interview for you, so let's watch that really quick.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Well, every Monday night, Big Spring Park turns into Huntsville's happiest hangout, where music fills the air, food trucks line the streets, and the community comes together to celebrate summer. This year marks 20 years of concerts in the park, and here to tell us all about it is Patrice Johnson with Arts Huntsville. Patrice, welcome back. 20 years.
Thank you.
This is huge.
It is. It's, you know, it's crazy because even in the office, we were like, whoa, it's been 20 years already. Like, it's
like,
a big
where
deal.
were you
I know,
in 2005? That's where we have to take ourselves back to, because yes, Big Spring Park, we know that's been such a highlight. What do you think it says about, I mean, people clearly love it for it to still be working and coming out every year.
You know, it's just one of those things we laugh because concerts in the park is probably one of our favorite things that we do in the office, because it's the one that we actually kind of get to enjoy. You know, we normally don't really get to enjoy them that much, and so we get to sit back and just watch how everybody kind of just comes out and it grows, and it's just every year you just kind of see just how it gets bigger and bigger and how many people just love to come out. It's so like diverse and it's so many different people and you hear so many different genres of music. It's just one of those things that you just, it's a family night. You could do so many things with it. Family nights, you could do a date night, have a girls' night out, like that type of thing. You could just do so much, you know?
People are so talented here, which I know you already know, but specifically working with Arts Huntsville. And I think people, I mean, again, we're so grateful to see that continue to grow, because obviously initially when people think Rocket City, I think we initially go to engineers and NASA, which are also so incredibly talented. But we do have a big artistic community, so much so I think you have 16 spots, right, for concerts in the park, because it's one Monday throughout the 16 weeks of summer. But like 100 artists or something try out.
Yes, and that was like a big deal this year. So we normally get applications sent in, and we had over almost 100 applications this year, and that's just local bands that
How do you even go about, you try to hit a number of genres? Like, what's the criteria for something like that?
And so too, we try to find like a good mix, because you know, you have your fan favorites that have done this for a while, you know, but also too, like, believe it or not, this year quite a few of those that are playing are new to concerts in the park.
I was going to ask, again, 20th anniversary, anything kind of different, new and special, so some new music.
Yeah, so we'll have quite a few new bands that'll be out there, because you know, concerts in the park is all bands. So that is one of the things that we're most excited about. So you know, we get to give some people their first shot, because some of them, this is like their first big platform to even be able to perform on. And then of course, every year, you know, we do the Armed Forces Week, which is always the second week. So that's going to be on the 9th. And then we'll also have, this will be our third year doing our Juneteenth concert, and so that one is actually the third week. So you know, it's one of those things that even with it being a tradition, we get to keep growing on and keep adding new things into. So that's always like the fun part of it.
Any tips for people coming out? We got to bring the soccer chairs.
Oh yeah, definitely bring you some chairs out. You can bring blankets. You can do a picnic and things like that. However, I like the food trucks that are out there. You know, that's
we've got some good ones, and you rotate them kind of throughout the summer.
Yes, we do. And so, but we always try to make it so that it's just a fun night, so you can just come and you don't have to do much, you know, just to come out and have a good time. So
and I love that it's Mondays too. I do want to talk about that specifically, because I think, you know, obviously as summer goes on, a lot of stuff planned for the weekends, what have you, Friday evening, Saturday. But then Monday comes around and you're like, But then you get to be excited because it's concerts in the park.
And you know what, it's so funny, because I was on social yesterday, and we, you know, of course, reshare all of our stuff. And I had so many people like write out, oh my gosh, this concert's in the park time. Like, people get so excited about it. And then I have people that'll reach out to me early, and they're like, can you tell me who's playing? I'm like, you know, I can't tell you that. Not yet. You gotta wait for the press release to go out.
Do you already have the whole lineup set out?
Yes, and that's all on our website at artshuntsville.org.
So check that out. Do you have a favorite? You're probably not allowed to pick a favorite. But
no, but you know, I'm really excited. I don't know, you know, we always open with Juice Band. So, you know, because that is just like the fan favorite. And I'm actually excited because we have the first week is Juice Band and Macklin & Co. And so Macklin & Co. is like they're one of the new ones too. And so I got to hear some of the audition stuff, and it was really good. So I'm excited about it. I like to hear anything that gets everybody up and moving.
And people, they dance out there.
Yeah, like we had this one thing where they had like a group of them that just did like the cha-cha slide, and it was like the biggest cha-cha slide thing that you ever like.
So you might not even need the soccer chair. Long story short, you could just get up and dance, or maybe have it for
just
breaks
put on your dancing
in between
shoes.
your
dancing.
Sure
you have those on.
Patrice, we love you, and thank you to you and your team for putting this on. This is no small accomplishment by any means. So huge congratulations to you. We know the people of Huntsville. Thank you all so much. Tell us again just one more time, if you will. Time. Obviously, it's Mondays.
So it's
free though. We don't need tickets.
It is free. Yes, so it is every Monday of the summer, starting June 2nd through August the 4th, and it is from 6:30 to 8:30 in Big Spring Park.
Awesome, and we'll have those details on our website as well. But for now, head on out. Very exciting, and again, just huge thank you, Patrice, for all that you do. It's going to be a fun summer to 20 years into the next 20 as well.
Right.
Wishing you the best.
Thank you.
Thanks. We'll be right back after the break. Stay with us. More TVL right after.
Again, concerts in the park happening this today, every Monday, starting today until August 4th, from 6:30 to about 8:30-ish. Listen, I've been out there sometimes, and the party ends around like 9, let's be honest, maybe even 9:30, because sometimes the vibes are just too good. But if you just want a second to screenshot this on your phone, if you're watching on your mobile device, just so you can have the information at your fingertips. But hey, it's their 20th anniversary. It's going to be very fun. I will be out there tonight with my sister and my cousins, baby. We're going out. We're having a great time. So I hope to see you all there. Grab your lawn chair, grab your blankets. They're going to have food trucks, and I think I'm going to bring my bubbles as well. I don't know if I'm going to do like bring my blanket or bring my lawn chair and then do the bubbles. I don't know. I just know I'm excited. The weather has been amazing. Like I feel like last week was really good, and then today's going to be amazing. But of course, if you need a little extra confirmation, at 10:30 we do our live stream with our weather team, and they tell you what to expect from today officially, because I am no meteorologist. So make sure you watch that at 10:30. But listen, I'm going to run a quick break, and then after that we're going to talk about who is coming on the show today. So give me 60 seconds and I'll be back. Okay, first up on TVL today, Jim Parker. He's an artist, and Don Howard is an artist as well, both of which will be here today to introduce their book, A Man Like Me, which is featuring extraordinary works of prose poetry and visual arts. Jim and Don's, both their perspectives on life and just their experiences in general are seeming to make a really good and unique collaboration of a book. I have their websites pulled up just in case you're like, girl, who are these people? I want to know more about them. That's what I'm here for. This is what I do. So let me pull up my website. Hold on. There we go. So first I'm going to show you who Jim Parker is. There we go. So if you can literally just Google jimparkermusic.com. Here's his entire autobiography, but this kind of gives you just a little synopsis of what he's done. He's a creator, producer, host of Jim Parker's Songwriter Series, which, let me show you. Hold on, if I can. This is their logo for his Jim Parker's Songwriter Series. It is something that he does every year in Huntsville at the VBC. So definitely watch the show today so you can hear a little bit more about what this Songwriter Series is. Okay, let me go back to the website. Okay. Professional, life member, Nashville Songwriters Association. He's a publisher, #1 co-writer of Better with Time by Billy Droz. So many different just excellent accolades from Jim. And then I was trying to find, oh, look at that, right on time. Don Howard, this is his website as well. He does caricatures, talks about country legends and all these cool different things. So like I said, both of which will be on the show today. I'm very excited. I love hearing just about different people's life experiences, and that's one cool thing about working this job. I'm meeting new people every day, new faces every day, new guests every day, and just hearing their stories of how they came to be is super cool. So that is happening at 11:15. Then around 11:30-ish, we're stepping into the Zoom room, as I love to say, with Stephanie at Gaylord Opryland in Nashville to talk about what events they've got cooking up this summer for their resort. And last but never least, listen, Something Rotten is coming to Huntsville next weekend, and I cannot be more thrilled. We've got 4 actors coming on the show to talk about this year's show, what to expect, maybe even perform a little musical number with Peyton. We don't know. We'll have to see at 11:45, and I hope you watch as well. I have a few friends that are in the show, actually, so I will definitely be purchasing tickets to go see them next weekend, and I hope you do the same thing as well. Make sure, again, you're watching that show at 11:45-ish today so you can get more information about tickets, how to get them, where to get them, which deadline, prices, all the things. So make sure you are watching the show for that. And that's it. That's all I have for you. It's 10:10, so you've got a smooth 50 minutes until the show starts. So many different things you can do. Go breathe in the air outside, get some vitamin D. It feels good outside. The sun is out, but it's also breezy as well. It's not like scorching, it's not humid. But again, as I always say, I'm no meteorologist, but you know who is? Jeff and Eric. And one of the two will be on at 10:30 to give you a rundown of what the weather's looking like today, as well as what it's looking like for the rest of the week. And I've been saying this, but I will say it until the sun doesn't shine. I love that they have their own live cast so that you can have an option or an opportunity to talk to them, because you're watching this right now on either your Facebook or your YouTube, and those both have comments, and they have the comments pulled up so that they can talk to you and answer your questions live. Like if you have any concerns, how humid is it going to be tomorrow, they can answer it in real time, as opposed to if you're watching it on your TV. So I think that's a cool opportunity, and make plans to watch them at 10:30. But until then, hey, I'm so glad you joined me today for another episode of Talking TVL. It was a great time. It's going to be a great day. Like I said, it is June. It is crazy to me that we are halfway through the year already. I feel like it was just 2 months ago. It was January, but now we're in June. And I feel like Christmas is tomorrow at this point, the way that the rate is going. But all is well. It's going to be a great day, and I hope the same for you. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.